This 7-part story from 1970 sees the Doctor, Unit and his new assistant Liz Shaw investigating strange happenings, including several nervous breakdowns and serious power losses, at the underground nuclear power station Wenley. The Doctor discovers that there has awoken an ancient race of intelligent reptiles called the Silurians, who have been frozen in suspended animation for millions of years in the caves. The Silurians see mankind as nothing more than apes, and intend to take back what they regard as their world. An important story in many ways, including being the only story to use the words Doctor Who and as a part of the story title. Doctor Who and the Silurians was also the very first to feature the process called color separation overlay, CSO, for special effects. This is the technique known as back projection or green screen. But as noted by producer Barry Letts, the BBC just have to be different. It is only the second story of not just the 7th season, but also the colour and the Jon Pertwee eras, and the rather radical new style for the series that was introduced in the story's immediate predecessor, that of the Doctor being exiled to Earth and working for the military organisation Unit as scientific advisor. This story was therefore almost as important as the first story to initiate these changes, the series' premiere Spearhead from Space. Happily, the story was more than up to the challenge. As was also the case with the other stories in this season, Doctor Who and the Silurians is made in an unusually adult and gritty style, which serves the story well. Even in spite of the massive length of the story, the writer Malcolm Hulke succeeds to keep the tension level and interest high, introducing some startling twists that, while serving to pad out the story, are in fact among its finest moments. The twist that sees the Silurians unleashing a deadly plague on the population results in some stunning scenes as people collapse in their dozens at familiar London locations like Waterloo Station. There are a few naff special effects. The dinosaur that the Silurians keep as a form of guard dog is best forgotten, but generally production values are very high, and the cast are excellent. Jon Pertwee is settling in well as the Doctor, as are Caroline John as Liz Shaw and Nicholas Courtney as the good old Brigadier, while of the guest cast, Fulton Mackay Dr. Quinn Medicine Man, Peter Miles as the dodgy Dr. Lawrence and famous comedic Geoffrey Palmer as the doomed civil servant Masters all stand out as giving particularly fine performances. Doctor Who and the Silurians is a very popular story with the series fans, and it is easy to understand why it is viewed as one of the best stories of the Jon Pertwee era.